Hi everyone. I am so sorry I can't be there in Dublin with you this year. I miss all of you very, very much. As most of you know, it was with deep sorrow that we learned of the passing of Dr. Frank Lehmann in May. Frank had struggled with a series of cancers for the past few years, forcing him to give up his lab. He had done so much for the periodic paralysis patients. He pioneered genetic testing, offering it to many of us, and discovered mutations, validating our diagnosis and allowing us to optimize our therapy. He coached many of us in our treatments. He pioneered diagnostic methods like sodium MRI and new treatments like INSPRA. He published prolifically, literally writing textbook chapters on periodic paralysis and related disorders. He mentored generations of researchers and clinicians. Most importantly, he was a loving and kind and strong supporter of the Periodic Paralysis Association and of the patients suffering from these diseases. He will never be replaced and never be forgotten and always be missed. Frank, his family, and mine became very close after he found our mutation in 2006. We traveled many times to Germany. Frank and his wife Krista were marvelous hosts as they showed us the beauty of many European countries. In turn, he and Krista spent many happy hours with us in Florida as we explored the USA and the Caribbean. He became so much more than my doctor. He was one of my dearest friends. We laughed, we cried, we shared his entire struggle with cancer. He never complained, he endured unending treatments, and he was always optimistic. In fact, it became a word we used often to talk about life. He would never let me not be optimistic, and eventually he added tenaciously optimistic to my description as we fought for patients all over the world. Today I want to express what his thoughts were about all of you. He never gave up looking for mutations and new treatments. You were never a number on a tube of blood. Every sample in his lab was a person and part of his family. You all had giant bound folders behind his desk, and he would pull them out and study them as the samples were tested. He wanted as much detail as possible from all of you, and I am sure I was sometimes too tenacious for many of you as I asked you for deeply personal information. It was all to help Frank try to identify these mutations, which were hidden like needles in a haystack. It was not uncommon for him to be in the lab before 6 in the morning and not come home until very late at night. He moved with the speed of lightning. He didn't know what slow down meant. He knew he had a limited amount of time to accomplish so much. The most meaningful award Frank received in his lifetime was the Art of Listening Award. He valued that night in Washington more than his many professional awards because it was from the patients he loved. The video of him receiving the award can be found on our Periodic Paralysis Association website. Frank was the most amazing person I have ever known. He gave us so much and only stopped shortly before he passed away. His kind and humble nature will never be forgotten, and the PPA lost a friend of great magnitude. I lost a mentor and someone that I loved. Please enjoy this conference in Dublin, make new friends, and share information. Frank taught us well, and we will continue to try to fill a small portion of his never-ending presence for all of you.